Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun. Winston. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's got a man. Complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Rosen off the play action. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. To throw, Winston. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
To Chris Carson.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Winston. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he is going to have a Saints first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs. They go play action. Winston dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Winston. And he's going to go down again. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Winston now. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt.
And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to
touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Winston now to throw on first down. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete.
The keeper. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 2nd down, Winston again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Winston being chased out left. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. They run it with Carson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Winston. Going right side here, and that's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans.
To number 18.
A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
For the point after.
And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 2nd down now, St. Clair, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
To throw is Rosen. And he's taken down here by the Saints. T.J. Watt, the all-pro, in there to take him down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out, you see, and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. To throw is Winston. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On play action, Winston, flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. He is tough to bring down, Jameis Winston. Yeah, Charles, I remember calling a baseball game of his. He played baseball at Florida State, too. And you saw his legs, tree trunks sprayed in to those baseball pants. I said, how could anybody bring this guy down?
And that's part of the beauty of his game because he has that toughness, that thick body. He may not beat you sprinting, but he's real sharp with his mind, and he knows how to get away from people.
They go play action here on first down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Gerald Everett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints have taken the lead.
The kicker on for
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
They'll try to run with Carson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown.
Chris Carson his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
The kicker on for the point after.
Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Extra point up and through, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. T.J. Watt picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. To try again after the sack. Rosen got a man open. It's Sutton. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Mike, check, 59. Hey, pick it up, defense, let's go. Mike, 50. Mike, 59. You remember me, let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Check 59, Mike is 59. Mike the 59. You ain't got nothing. Mike 5'9. Here we go. Say. Sponge. No. Motion. Mike, check, 59. 65.
Now Rosen on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Rosen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Intercepted by the Saints. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
28-yard line.
Watch tight end. Watch the name on that. Tight end's right. 4 down.
Play action. Rosen. He's going to let it go again. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Elliott good on the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And Winston lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. Here's Winston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Parks. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now Winston. Stepping up, he'll try and run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Winston. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Winston. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by his former FSU teammate Jalen Ramsey.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
I mean,
that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. David Njoku, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Buccaneers 24, Saints 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the third quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics.
55, Mike, 55. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Wait.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Let's go.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Grant Delpit in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 3rd down, Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
1-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Alert, alert, alert.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Going right back to Jones. This time the connection made.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back now in Tampa. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. And now it's Rosen looking. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. From the red zone now, here's Rosen on first down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jair Alexander. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And not much room there, so he'll get it up only to about the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain.
Play action now. Winston. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Devin Bush able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 3rd down, Carson. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
It's taken to the 26.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return.
And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2 minutes. And it's a fumble, and this is picked up by the Saints. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Fumble on the play, recovered by New Orleans.
Winston now after the fumble recovery. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. There he goes left side. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Elliott good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
31. Saints 21. Jake Elliott.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They trail by 2 scores in the fourth, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. A time to see what this offense has left in the tank. They'll start out on the ground with Carson, and he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
Brings up
on 2nd and 9. Winston eluding the pressure right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Saints on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9. That's out to the left and complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, it's Rosen. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
On 2nd down, St. Clair. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now it's Rosen. And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Winston. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now Winston. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Winston to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Here's Winston. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. They'll run on 1st down. St. Clair, and he'll take this one down to the 36.
Number 25.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Bucs, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Carolina Panthers come to town. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, the calendar changed October didn't help as they dropped to 0-5 on the year. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.